case you care, this is number 17 from 5.4. It's been on multiple tests, if you can't tell. I know, I don't care. I don't think anyone's going to tell the teachers to look at the video, do you? Besides, I can take them yawn. So. Guys are just like so stressful. Just chill, it's okay. Just chill out. Nothing's gonna happen before long. Okay. What does this reduce to, guys?
Negative 1 minus
1 minus x. Okay, I'm gonna tell you what I like to do. I need to set this equal to 0. This is what I do when I'm doing these problems. It's way too complicated to try to figure out the top and the bottom as one big fraction. I just do the top by itself and the bottom by itself, and anything that makes the top 0 is a critical number. Anything that makes the bottom 0 is also a critical number. Okay? The entire top, the entire bottom. You ready? I'm ready. And okay, so I'm going to add the x squared to the other side, and I'm going to square root. What's the square root of 1? Plus or minus 1, right?
Yeah.
Tricky-ish. Now, I'm going to just square root this. So I have x squared plus 1 equals 0. So I have x squared equals negative 1.
Whoa.
Riddle me this. When does a square equal a negative?
No.
Never, unless we're talking about imaginary numbers, which we're not in your class. So never. So far, so good? Everyone on the same page? So the bottom is giving us no critical numbers. Everyone clear? This also means there are no vertical asymptotes. Vertical asymptotes are what make the bottom undefined. Okay, just so we're clear, vertical asymptotes you can never, ever, 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 ever cross. Horizontal asymptotes you can cross, just not on the ends. So you can cross it close to 0, because horizontal asymptotes are limits at infinity. And so if x isn't really big, you can cross it. Make sense?
Vertical asymptotes are the bottom?
Vertical asymptotes, what makes bottom 0? Horizontal asymptotes, limits at infinity. You ready? Oh yeah, you're ready. You gotta be ready because we got a lot to do. So, we have minus 1, positive 1. We're going to do something above 1, something between 1 and negative 1, and something below negative 1. And we're going to plug it all into right here. Notice this, guys. The bottom is squared. The bottom is squared, which means it's always positive. So we don't care. I'm going to plug in 0. That would be positive. I'm going to plug in 2. It would be negative. I'm going to plug in negative 2. It would be negative. So this is what I know about this graph so far. It's going down, it's going up, and it's going down. Is that okay? Actually, I don't know this part.
Do you plug in points to the derivative? Not there.
Yeah, the derivative. This is the derivative. First derivative test, you plug in stuff to the first derivative. Second derivative test, you plug in stuff to the second derivative. They just confuse you by trying to have you use the second derivative test to tell you about maxes and mins. Don't worry about it. Okay? Simple enough?
Love you, Coach.
Love you too, Rafa. Okay, so far, everyone with me? Now here's the tricky part. Because it's an absolute max and min, this end could go up forever. And this end could go down forever, which would mean I don't have an absolute max and min. Clear? So what we need to do is we need to find out what the ends are doing. So we're going to take the limit at infinity, as x goes to infinity, of x over x squared plus 1. I'm doing the limit of the original. Is that okay? Tell me something. Is the power on the top or the power on the bottom bigger? Bottom. Which means the limit goes to? 0. Excellent. That's excellent. I can't even talk anymore. Oh well, we're going to do. So here's what I know. I know I have horizontal asymptote at 0. I know that we are decreasing, then increasing, then decreasing. Okay? And then they're going to have, it's multiple choice, right? So they're going to say absolute max at, and this is going to be a point. So maximum is at 1/1/2. How did I get the 1/2? I plugged it into the original right here. Notice 1 over 1 plus 1 is 1 over 2, 1/2. And absolute min at -1, -1/2. Okay? Now let's say they ask the same stuff, like they give you the same problem, but they want to know where it's decreasing. What would you say? It's decreasing from negative infinity to -1 and from 1 to infinity. And it's increasing from -1 to 1. Everyone clear? Yeah, what's up?
Well, do you need to take the limit from positive and negative infinity?
Actually, no, because, well, technically yes, but because it's a polynomial, no.
It'll be the same.
Yeah, but an exception to that would be if I had, I'll bring this back down in just a second, so just chill everyone, okay? We'll be back in a second. I know, right? If I had this, because this is the same thing as that, but you're not going to see that until the final. We'll talk about that for the final, okay?
So we don't have to worry about negative infinities on this thing?
Not right now.
Okay.
If I think of any reason why you should, I will let you know. Yes?
To find the absolute max and min, you can do the chart like -1, 0,
Yep.
1, and then just, okay.
Yep.
Cool.
Exactly.
Just want to make sure it's the same.
Okay. I would like to do a story problem. Is that okay? I think we should do a box problem. Can you move it so it's on this board now?
Yep.
You guys have the practice test I wrote? You do. Can I see it?
Oh, yeah.
Bam. You got that. There's no practice. Oh, here it is. 36. Okay, that's what all I needed to know was 36. Okay. You guys ready? Here's what I'm going to tell you. They like to ask a box problem. They always ask it in a different way. I have no idea which way they're going to do it, so I'm just going to show you how to get the right answer. Sound like a plan? Okay, so they're going to say, they usually make it, did I make the second number 2, is it open top or no? Open top box, one side's twice as long as the other? This is an excellent problem. They like to put this one on there.
How do you disguise a word box problem?
You don't, they just change it on the ratios of the sides and stuff like that, so you can't
Okay.
just memorize
Like 3 times longer.
Yeah.
Wise.
whatever. Open top, is it 2 piece? Open top box is to hold, this is on my practice test, 36 inches cubed, and one side of the base is to be twice the length of the other. Find the dimensions which minimize surface area. Okay, you really need to have, on every single story problem, you need to be able to draw a picture, label things appropriately, and make equations from those things. Pretty much you need to know how to do a box, a fence, and a triangle problem. We will do all of the above tonight. Yeah? We will be doing any